Hello and welcome to Mule Studio tutorial. In this video we are going to show you how to configure and use MuleBox Cloud Connector Mule Studio. First, we need to install it. Open the menu Help, Install New Software, select Mule Studio Cloud Connector, Update Site. Type a filter by the word box and select MuleBox Cloud Connector. We're also going to need Object Store module for this project. Filter by the word Object. Select Object Store module, clear the selection and install the modules. Press Next. Accept the terms of the license agreement and click Finish. Wait for a few seconds while the modules are installing. Restart Mule Studio. Done. Now we can import a demo project. For this, go to File, Import, and select Mule Studio Project from external location. Click Next. Select Project Root, Folder Box Connector, Folder Demo, and press Open. The project name will be Demo. Checkbox Copy Project into Workspace should be installed now. Click Finish. The project has been imported. We can see several flows in the project. The flow has global configuration elements. Double-click on the box. We can see the following parameters: box client ID and box client secret, which should be configured. These parameters are used for auth authorization. We use these properties in muleapp.properties website. We need to find out the properties at developers.box.com. We open the website in the browser. Click on the Get API Key button and register our application, Box Connector Test. Click Create App. If we already have an existing application, we can look it through and click on the Edit Application button. Scroll it and find auth authorization parameters, such as client ID and client secret. Copy the parameters. And save them. We have now configured our connector. Let's take a closer look at flow. There are three flows located here: authorize, long polling, and the third performing search operation. Authorize flow, as its name implies, is used for application authorization in the service box.com. Service box.com uses IAuth2 authorization, which has an excellent implementation within the system of Mule connectors. The first element is HTTP, with an auth value indicated in the pass parameter. The second element is box, with an operation authorize. These steps are enough to authorize our application in the Box.com service. Now we have access to the whole API of Box.com services. The second flow, long polling, is more complex and allows to get notifications on any changes within your Box.com account. The first element is Box streaming, with its operation Listen Events. To avoid receiving the same notifications, we need to monitor stream position and skip the notifications that have already been received. For this, we introduce variable and object store, which are going to save stream position. The next block is Box, with an operation Get Events and indication. Get events and indication of stream position. The result of the operation is held in the next stream position, which are going to save in the next block object store. Then we need to filter the result as it may contain a lot of unnecessary information. To do that, we use two Groovy scripts and transform the result. The first script filters the events which are not download or preview type. The other script selects the events related to the file in the parent folder. The flow ends by displaying the result to the console. The third flow is an example of search procedure. The first element is HTTP with search property in path parameter. The second element is Box with a search operation and parameter query and additional parameter user, which indicates an authorized user in the service Box.com. The third block object to JSON. That transforms the result to the JSON format. Now, let's take a look at our application in action. We start the application by a right-click of a button on the file box connector demo. Run as Mule application. In the console, there should be a line saying Started App Demo. Now we can open the browser and get authorized. Insert HTTP, localhost port 8081, path, auth. We've been redirected to the Box.com website. We enter the password, allow the application access to our account. The browser gets back to our application. The application is now authorized and we can see the operation of other flows. For long polling flow testing, we are going to create user activity at Box.com website. Open Box.com and look through the file. Now we return to Mule Studio and take a look at the console. On the console, we see the messages generated by long polling flow. To start the third flow and search, we will need the browser again. Enter HTTP, localhost, port 8081, pass, auth. We should indicate the following parameters: user and query. We can see the search results in the JSON format. That's all. Thank you for watching.